The challenges Bruce Willis' diagnosis poses, I am grateful, Emma told Sawyer. Bruce Willis' wife Emma Hemming reveals, hardest decision I've had to make after his dementia diagnosis. Emma Hemming Willis is opening up about life with husband Bruce Willis amid his frontotemporal dementia, FTD, diagnosis. The Willis family revealed in March 2022 that Bruce had been diagnosed with aphasia, a language disorder that affects the ability to communicate, and was retiring from acting. Emma, 47, then revealed her husband's FTD diagnosis just under a year later. In an emotional sit-down with Diane Sawyer titled Emma Bruce Willis, The Unexpected Journey that aired in full on Tuesday, August 26. The author, activist and mother of two went into more of how life has changed since Bruce, 70, was diagnosed with FTD. Bruce is in really great health overall, you know. It's just his brain that is failing him, Emma told Sawyer, per ABC News. The language is going, and, you know, we've learned to adapt, she said. And we have a way of communicating with him, which is just a different way. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. Emma Hemming Willis posts sweet throwback photos of Bruce Willis, a cellular kind of love. She thinks Willis does recognize her. I know he does. You know, when we are with him, he lights up, she told Sawyer, 79. She added that he also still has a noticeable connection with his 5 daughters. They share daughters Mabel, 13, and Evelyn, 11. Willis also shares daughters Rumer Glenn Willis, 37. Scout LaRue Willis, 34, and Tallulah Bell Willis, 31, with ex-wife Demi Moore. He's holding our hands. We're kissing him. We're hugging him, Emma said. He is reciprocating. You know, he is into it. And so that's all I need, you know? She said. I don't need him to know that I am his wife, and we were married on this day. And this is what it. I don't need any of that. I just want to feel that I have a connection with him. And I do. Emma also explained to Sawyer that the early signs of his condition manifested in personality changes. For someone who is very talkative and very engaged, he was a little more quiet, she explained. And when the family would get together, he'd just melt a little bit. He became indifferent and pulling away from Emma. He felt a little removed, a little cold, not like Bruce, who is very warm and affectionate. To go the complete opposite of that was alarming and scary. Emma admitted, I didn't understand what was happening, and I thought just, like, how can I remain in a marriage that doesn't feel like what we had? She also noted that his childhood stutter had reappeared, and at work, he began missing lines and cues and sometimes seeming confused, and no one knew why. Once he received the diagnosis, Emma was informed that there was no hope and no cure. Quote, to leave there with nothing, just nothing. With a diagnosis I couldn't pronounce. I didn't understand what it was, she said, adding, I was so panicked. I just remember hearing it and just not hearing anything else. It was like I was free falling. As for Bruce's reaction to his diagnosis, she told Sawyer, I don't think Bruce ever connected the dots. She then pretty quickly told their young daughters about his diagnosis. I've always been very open with the girls. I never wanted them to think he wasn't paying attention to them, she said. It was relief, like, okay, now we get it, Now we understand truly what's happening. She began to isolate their family, because she learned that noise can cause agitation. As a result, she stopped hosting playdates and sleepovers at their home for Mabel and Evelyn. I didn't know if parents would feel comfortable leaving their kid at our home, she explained. I isolated our whole family, and that was by design. That was a hard time. Emma also had to make another big decision for their daughters, which she described as one of the hardest decisions I've had to make. She moved her husband to a second, one-story home where he could receive around-the-clock care. She told Sawyer she spends breakfast and dinner with him every day. New York, New York. September 21st. Exclusive coverage. L.R. Emma Heming. Rumor Willis. Father Bruce Willis. Sister Tallulah Bell Willis. Mother Demi Moore and sister Scout LaRue Willis posed backstage. As Rumor makes her Broadway debut as Roxy Hart in Broadway's Chicago. On Broadway at the Ambassador Theater on September 21, 2015 in New York City. Emma Heming, Rumor Willis, Bruce Willis, Tallulah Bell Willis, Scout LaRue Willis on September 21, 2015 in New York City. During a preview of Emma's conversation with Sawyer that aired earlier Tuesday on Good Morning America, she said her family still experiences moments where Bruce displays flashes of his charismatic personality. It's his laugh, right? He has such a hearty laugh, said Emma. And sometimes you'll see that twinkle in his eye, or that smirk. I just get transported. Through tears, she added, and it's just hard to see, because as quickly as those moments appear, then it goes, snapping her fingers. Frontotemporal dementia, commonly called FTD, is the most common form of dementia for people under the age of 60. There is no treatment or cure. And despite the challenges Bruce's diagnosis poses, I am grateful, Emma told Sawyer. I am grateful that my husband is still very much here. Our new app is here. Free, fun and full of exclusives. Scan to download now. Back in May, Emma told the crowd while speaking at the Women's Alzheimer's Movement Forum in Las Vegas that she felt lost, isolated and scared upon learning of her husband's FTD. What I needed in that moment at that appointment wasn't just medical information. I needed someone to look me in the eye and say, "This feels impossible right now, but you will find your footing. You will survive this and you will grow because of it," she added. Emma's book The Unexpected Journey, Finding Strength, Hope and Yourself on the Caregiving Path, is out September 9th, and available now for pre-order wherever books are sold. Emma Bruce Willis. The Unexpected Journey streams Wednesday, August 27th, on Hulu and Disney+.